Operating a commercial kitchen requires constant speed and precision. Every second counts on the line. But today, the financial pressure mounting in the ledger requires just as much focus as the dinner rush. The baseline financial reality for a UK restaurant is unforgiving. Even a healthy, well-run site operates on a razor-thin net profit margin of roughly 3 to 5%. There is almost zero room for error. This graph illustrates the current macroeconomic threat. When you plot a healthy 4% profit margin against recent food and beverage inflation, which hit 8.1% year-over-year in some categories, you see exactly where the math breaks down. This specific intersection of soaring inflation and narrow margins means a few unannounced supplier price hikes can completely erase your profitability before you even realize it happened. When your costs rise faster than your profit buffer, waiting 30 days to review your financials is a fatal operational risk. Despite this risk, the industry standard for managing stock remains entirely analog. Most operators rely on manual, end-of-month stock takes managed through basic spreadsheets. The primary flaw of a monthly spreadsheet is the 30-day delay in discovering ingredient price hikes. If your supplier raises the cost of cooking oil on day 2 of the month, you absorb that inflated cost silently for 4 weeks before you catch it. UK hospitality businesses lose between 4 and 10% of their inventory value, strictly to human error, administrative mistakes, and unmeasured waste. A spreadsheet might technically be free to use, but that perceived savings is completely overshadowed by the massive, hidden financial losses stemming from unflagged supplier price creeps. To stop the financial bleeding, operators must select a platform that matches their specific scale without triggering a disruptive IT disaster. The operational shift you have to make is moving away from static end-of-month data toward real-time costing. Almost all UK restaurants use FIFO, first-in, first-out costing, meaning the oldest stock is used first. This methodology aligns with strict food safety requirements and UK financial reporting standards. Cloud inventory systems automate FIFO logic. Data pulls the moment a new invoice is processed, instantly updating a menu item's cost. With this constant flow, chefs know exact ingredient costs today. If suppliers raise prices, the kitchen can adjust menus or push back immediately. By automating your FIFO costing, you turn your software from a passive record-keeping tool into an active daily margin protector. To find the right system, we have to categorize the options by operational scale. Let's start with independent restaurants and small multi-site groups, generating over £500,000 in annual revenue. For this tier, a platform called Jelly is built specifically around these operational needs. Smaller teams need tools that are easy to adopt. Jelly operates on a flat fee of £129 per site per month, with no per-user charges. It connects directly to your POS in under 5 minutes. The mechanics are straightforward. You simply send an invoice via email or take a quick photo with your smartphone. The software scans it, processes the items, and triggers instant price alerts at the individual SKU level if a cost changes. The financial outcomes at this scale are measurable. Operators typically add 2 percentage points to their gross margin and cut food costs by 3% within their first 3 months of use. If you are operating a single venue or a small group, you must prioritize rapid deployment and daily margin visibility over complex enterprise-level procurement catalogs. But if you run a procurement-heavy mid-market operation, your needs change. You have to manage complex, multi-distributor supply chains across multiple locations. For these groups, MarketMan is a strong fit. It leans into AI-driven purchasing automation and deep distributor connectivity to handle heavier volume. Then you have larger UK pub groups and contract caterers. This is a distinct category that relies heavily on centralized spend analytics and strict supplier catalogs. Access Procure Wizard is a highly common tool built for exactly this need. Finally, for massive national chains, there is Forth Hospitality, a true heavyweight enterprise solution. Forth provides deep end-to-end integration. It covers everything from workforce management and inventory to seamlessly tying into legacy EPOS systems that large corporate chains prefer. The core trade-off of these enterprise systems is the friction required to get them running. They demand high costs, dedicated formal project teams, and implementation timelines that usually run to months rather than days. Enterprise software is an absolute necessity for managing corporate scale, but the heavy implementation required is often toxic for smaller, agile restaurant operators who need answers today. To bypass the marketing noise, we can build a simple evaluation framework that matches software directly to your operational reality. This quadrant maps implementation effort against operational complexity. Jelly sits bottom left, low effort, low complexity, perfect for indies needing immediate ROI. MarketMan lands centrally, balancing deep purchasing tools with manageable rollouts. And Fourth Hospitality sits top right, high effort, high complexity, reserved strictly for enterprise groups. Small to mid-sized operators have to adopt lightweight systems. It is the only way to gain immediate protection against supplier inflation without derailing daily service. Conversely, massive pub groups must accept long, painful rollouts because they require the centralized corporate control that only heavy systems provide. With 3 to 5% margins, the best software delivers accurate data fast enough to stop the profit bleed before month's end.